whoa!
What's going on out there, YouTube? What do you mean? What's wrong? What's going on there, YouTube? This is SEL0320 representing JBS. This is my boy Joe Johnson 030. We are back, keeping it live as JBS. We are back here for another trailer reaction. I apologize, Joe. I'm sorry, madam.
You can cut it.
And you can't. No, we're not gonna cut it. There's no reason to cut.
All right, whatever. Let's go.
So. The last video we looked at the 999, the first trailer that kind of came out 3 months ago. I was kind of hyped for it, but I know there's a lot of realistic elements going on as far as the Firefly stuff that's going back and forth, as well as I really am happy about the cast. I think the cast is huge. But Joe has some indiscrepancies about certain sequences that kind of happened in the last trailer. And I mean, we're kind of on the fence of where this is going to go as far as the story as well. But did you want to kind of... Go into just the sequence of what your problem was.
I didn't want to go into how I feel about this movie. Not at all.
What?
Nah, I'm good. Yeah, YouTube, I will not talk about this movie. I will not, on camera, put my views out on the web. You know what I'm saying? Because you're probably watching this reaction video. You probably enjoy the movie. So I'm not going to ruin that for you.
Nah, it's not gonna ruin it.
But, you know what I'm saying, me being an individual, I have my own personal opinion. You know what I'm saying? Me, I enjoy a good action movie just as much as the next guy, right? I mean, we watched the Red Band trailer first. I was completely caught off guard, yo. Like, I was just like, holy crap, what is this? You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, hey, this is crazy. I mean, this dude is up here running around shooting at civilians, man. It's just like, I was like, dang, like, you know, I just caught me off guard, bro. And I was just like, as a viewer, like, I was not prepared at what I was gonna watch. That's all I'm saying. Which is great. This is a gritty movie. You know what I'm saying? Gritty movies are great. I like gritty movies. You know what I'm saying? I was just not prepared to see this.
Yeah.
And not only that, but I mean, all the stuff that's going on in the news, as far as like, there's a lot of tension with police. So I'm just like, you know what I'm saying? I don't know how I feel about this movie, just given like where people are in our society. Mm-hmm. That's what I'm saying. I feel like this could be, I don't know, this might be beneficial, might not be, depending on how they go with this movie. Because, I mean, you got pretty much, you know...
You got real life anarchists that are actually out there doing this.
Yeah, which is pretty much like, that's like a terrorism unit. You know what I'm saying? It's not like necessarily, I don't know. If you have people shooting out in the streets, in the middle of the street, it's like, that goes from, you know what I'm saying, just violence to terrorism.
It's like The Purge. Because they actually, matter of fact, after The Purge 2 came out, there were actually places that were actually having Purge in different cities. You remember when that kind of came out in the news? From a byproduct of the movie. So I can understand where he's coming from with that. Nah, that's good. I mean, it's about a reaction.
Man, we need to put you in real.
Yeah, you do.
Hey, want this, man.
Yeah, we do want to know this. They want to know our opinion. That's the whole point of us actually doing this.
Well, that's my opinion. I'm just saying, is it tactful? That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
It's just you know, raise some questions in my mind. You know what I'm saying? That's it.
We'll see where the official trailer number 1. We're about to do a reaction to that one, which is the second trailer that just came out yesterday. So if it changes our scope and our thought process of it, hey, I might go a different way in my thought about it. So we'll see where this goes. We're about to start this reaction right now.
Man, what the heck? I'm sorry to get all political on you guys.
No, don't sorry. Why are you gonna apologize?
You're like, nah, it's okay. You know what I'm saying? For the viewers out there that just want to, you know, watch this movie, hey, do your thing. You know what I'm saying? Do your thing. But just, hey, you know, my response to watching the Red Band, I was just like, okay. But this is not the Red Band, so we're gonna watch this.
Alright, here we go.
Have you heard the one about the priest, the convicts, and the apocalypse.
The comment is not
I never heard that in my life.
Don't upload this.
What do you mean?
Don't upload any of these videos.
What do you mean? What do you?
Upload any of these.
Why?
Out here, there is no good and there is no bad. To survive out here, you gotta outlast to the monster. Can you do that?
Give him hell, baby.
Bye, Dad.
Wait, everybody listen up!
Marcus, you got a new partner.
Allow me to introduce Chris.
Hey, Sal, can we talk about this?
Hell no. The rules around here different. You better learn fast.
How's your job going?
I'm trying to make a difference.
Police!
We're family. Your job? Get home at the end of the night.
Let's make this one for the books.
Call just went out. 2.5 minutes. What do you got for me?
We're dealing with the Conan team.
We got pictures of my family. Be careful what you ask to do with we pay. This guy's the leader. You gotta ask yourself, who's that fourth guy?
Don't make me regret putting the cops in for this.
Oh.
All right? Yeah, man. I'm good.
No.
Changing out the frauds, flying hard like my name in it in Oz.
I'm gonna find out what you're fixing to do.
Does anyone believe something very big is about to go down?
I don't have a problem taking out a cop.
There's gotta be a different way.
I do cop just like shots going off that'll awaken dead.
There is no limit to what desperate men will do when pushed.
Oh. So that adds a whole different element to this. Cause it's like, I don't know that they should have. I don't know if they should have shown that in the trailer, cause it would have made more of an impact, I guess, in the movie. To show Anthony Mackie's character basically being a turncoat. Like, I never would have saw that.
Mm-hmm.
Like, real talk.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, it makes it so much more dangerous because he's tracking down his own group. Like, he might not have any choice but to kill Casey Affleck's character. But then we don't know what Woody Harrelson's role is, if he's like, you know, chief, or he might be involved too. So we could be having, honestly, like a Training Day situation going on. You know how like Ethan Hawke, where he thought that, you know, he could trust Alonzo and whatnot, and then he's kind of pulled into the gutter essentially. I don't know, man. Like, it adds a whole different dimension to the story that I didn't necessarily see. So I'm excited for that. But yeah, it's a lot of violence. It's a lot of violence. But what did you take away? Your final takeaway from this last trailer?
This last trailer. I don't know, man. Who decides to make these movies?
I have no idea.
I don't know. Who decides? Hey, I don't know. I don't think they should come out of this movie right now. I don't think so, man. There's a lot of tension with our police, our country, and our attitude towards the police right now. I don't know if it's gonna help that. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying cops are. I'm not saying. I'm gonna put out here my views on the police. I feel like I'm pretty neutral.
Yeah.
But nah. I don't.
You remember when the movie Crash came out?
Yeah.
Like it did two different things, from a moral and from a competency standpoint. From a moral standpoint, the injustice that goes on, the ability that a cop actually really has, was literally blatantly shown, like for public view. You know what I'm saying? Like like to have something like that and to see the real power behind it. But then from the other side of it, it was looking at all the different injustices that were going on throughout the entire film. It made an impact. Nobody will ever forget the movie crash, but did it really change anything from that standpoint? Showcasing it, like, did it really change anything, or did things escalate? I think that regardless of the count, that men and government and officials, everything dives down to fear. And the more people allow fear to be able to interchange into their environment, into their profession, the more you get a lot of things that shouldn't happen. Such as like people going on an anarchy kind of raid out of this inability to control their own lives, and so they want to go and be hostile toward everything else. But at the same exact time, when you got government officials or police taking matters into their own hands out of fear, it's a byproduct of the same exact thing, and it can be pulled from something that they've seen in a movie, or it could be pulled from something they've seen just even on the job out of fear. So I think that regardless of the fact, I think that fear in and of itself is a byproduct of what's going on with this. And even with like the creation of movies like this, because I know you asked the question like who makes movies like this. Movies like this get made all the time, but just in different directions. And I think that more and more now they're more than willing to kind of showcase different stuff. Because I mean, all honesty, the movie The Purge, the first one, I really wasn't for it. The second one, I enjoyed it, but when I really thought about it and I saw what kind of effect it was really having on people, people thought they could get away with doing stuff like that. And that's not necessarily a good thing, but they already had that in their hearts at the same exact time. So I think that, I mean, the movie, if it's not so much to me that this movie shouldn't be made right now, the movie shouldn't be made at all, if that's the case. Because no matter what, fear is going to be something that's going to be dampening to everyone's perspective. And I mean, if that's the case, like, movies like this shouldn't be made, period. It shouldn't just be like right now, because things are going to get progressively worse, no matter what. just from the times that we're living in, and the religious warfare that's going on across the country that we don't even fully aware of. So tensions are high, you know what I'm saying? So, but that's my real, like my personal real perspective on the whole entire thing. I can do without movies like this. I mean, I didn't even know about the movie until just watching the trailer just like you. So, now I think your view is on point, on target, and it's essential. It needs to be talked about because people need to not just look at a movie and stay as just a movie. If it makes an impact on your mind and your heart and your motivational sense, or your fear or lack of your respect for fear, then it's something that you need to get that in check, because it might cause you to do something you regret. Or you might come in contact with the person that's like this and you're not fully understanding what they've immersed themselves into. So, I think your opinion is more valid than even me talking about like the points that I liked about it. I think it's essential. Because if people don't have that in their heads, like what we're looking at it, then maybe they won't, if they had just looked at the trailer by themselves and they just kind of like, man, I'm good for this action flick, I got all these guys, they won't necessarily take a step back and look at it like the way you did. So I think it's essential that people need to know.
I guess so.
Yeah, my takeaway. Anyway, sorry we're getting a little.
I mean, I'm just saying, like, you know, I don't want to be that. I mean, I'm all for like freedom of speech, you know, freedom of craft, all that good stuff. You know what I'm saying? By any means, expression, so whatever.
But I mean, you got the right to freedom of speech too, though.
Exactly.
Exactly. That's what we are. We're critics.
Yeah, I got a freedom of speech.
We can say what we want
What's
to say.
up?
Anyway,
freedom of speech, but yeah, I mean, well, seriously, I'm just saying, I'm not saying like this will promote violence or whatever. I'm just saying, you know, just from like my personal experience, what I've seen like in my lifetime, like the media paints this picture of like, you know what I'm saying, crime, and then paint a picture of like police, and it's just like, and it's, I'm watching them like, do I like this picture that they're painting? Granted, bad things do happen in our society, in the world, and I'm not denying that. But It's a sensitive subject. It's a very sensitive subject. Yeah, but that's a different conversation, man. Like all day.
Yeah, let us know in your comment section below what y'all really think about. What is it that the movie perpetuates for y'all? What would y'all's take away from it, as well as our open discussion about it. Like, let us know if you got any information from it. It helped reinforce something in your mind and in your heart in relation to the movie industry and how it self-envelops things that are going on in society, or as society enveloping things in the minds of people that allow themselves to just creatively make stuff like this. So let us know in the comment section below what y'all thought about it. Thanks everybody for watching our reaction, and this was actually pretty interesting. I don't think we ever had a reaction like this. This is pretty cool. Anyway, thanks everybody for watching, y'all. Deuces.